And we're on. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And today we're doing a book review. We haven't done a book review in a while, and today we'll be covering The Unplugged Alpha by Rich Cooper. If you're unfamiliar with Rich Cooper's work, Entrepreneurs in Cars, go check it out. Talks about intersexual dynamics and dating, and I would say this book is a book for a must read for all men out there. But if you followed his work on YouTube, which I have a few years ago, you won't really come across his work unless you're really looking for content like that. And generally it's people, and I'm in that same boat too, men who have been through some sort of relationship trauma. And I was in that boat. We're gone through relationship trauma, so you're looking for some sort of answer, right? Well, I've done everything I was taught that I should do. So what the hell is the problem? I don't know what happened. This relationship just blew up in my face. Well, then you go on the internet, go on the interwebs, and you start looking for answers. So I came across Rich Cooper a few years ago. His book came out, I think around Christmas, right before Christmas time his book came out. Finally read it about a month ago, and I'll be 3 talking points I'll be just discussing. But I'm not going to go through every single chapter. I'm just going to go through the general overview. And if you've watched Rich Cooper's work, it's very similar to the book. It's just in basically a book form. But it's basically the same thing he talks about in his YouTube channel. I find it's nice to have the physical book in your hand. It's nice. Well, 3 points I'm going to cover when it comes to dating. When it comes to building a good relationship and building a good dating life for yourself, which this book's helped me greatly. And I'm talking about the number one aspect. I'm going to start with the number one aspect, which most guys seem to ignore. I ignored it when I was young too, and that is testing for genuine desire. So when you're a young man in high school, you see a girl you like, what do? You go talk to her. So I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying you should approach. You're a man. You need to approach and show your interest. But if a woman is not reciprocating that interest, walk and stop wasting your time with women who have low interest in you, and stop thinking that you're gonna convince them that you're the right guy for her. Because guess what? If you were the right guy for her, she would have genuine desire. So only spend and invest your time with women who want to invest their time into you. Look, we're only on this planet once, right? We only have 70, 80 years of life. We're gonna waste our time and invest ourselves that gives us no return, gives us nothing back. Now, I feel at some points I wasted my 20s with women who had low interest and not enough desire, and you realize in your 30s, I don't really have time for that crap anymore. I'm too busy building myself and building my life, and I don't have time for it anymore. So I'm just going to spend my time and invest my time in women who have genuine burning desire. And if you're getting into a long-term relationship and you're investing long-term in this woman, and you're going to have a future, you're going to have a house, you're going to have kids, you better goddamn make sure, man, that she has genuine burning desire for you. Okay, well, what is genuine burning desire? Well, what does that look like? Well, something simple as this. A simple text exchange like this. You're asking a girl out, texting her, hey, want to meet at this time at this place. Set definite date, time, place. You're looking for 2 answers from her. It says, hell yes, I will be there at this place at this time. Or, I'm busy on that day, can we reschedule for another day at this time? If it's anything other than those 2 answers, gone. Walk away. That's looking for genuine desire, right? A woman has genuine desire, isn't gonna flake, isn't gonna lead you on, isn't gonna play hard to get. She's gonna be there. She's gonna be there at the time that you said, and it's the time that you set for her. And if she can't make it because she has prior obligations that she's already committed to, she will reschedule and she'll be there once you've rescheduled. That's it. Genuine burning desire. And you want that because it's going to benefit not just you, it's also going to benefit her. I mean, think of all the women out there who are maybe in relationships and dating with guys they're just kind of really indifferent about. They really just like, ugh, my schlubby husband. And just, most women, I would say all women, they would want a guy that they admire, that they respect, that they look up to, right? Yeah, it's the same concept of a little girl kind of looking up to her father. When little girls love their father, hopefully, if a little girl has a good relationship with the father, love their father, right? It's the same concept. She needs to admire you and respect you and look up to you, and from there, that genuine desire is going to start. Point 2, I'm going to talk about managing your F's. I like this chapter in this book. I thought it was really entertaining and really insightful, and it helped me a lot. Is that you only have 24 hours in your day. All right, you sleep maybe 6 or 7, right? So, and you have so many obligations, you have so many commitments to do throughout your day. You can't care about every little thing, right? So if you're in traffic and you accidentally cut someone off and some guy gives you the finger and starts yelling at you and stuff like that, is you gotta let that stuff slide. It's not worth getting angry about. It's not worth spending your emotions and your mental energy on, because you have only so much energy throughout your day. Think of your energy as a gas tank. If you're going to care about every little thing, about every little problem, especially the problems that aren't in your control, that you have no control over, that's going to waste even more energy, because you're not going to get a conclusion from that. You're not going to fix that problem, because it's out of your control. I use this example all the time. The stupid lockdowns all the time, right? Not disengage, because it's not in our control and we can't do anything. Go focus on something else. Stop putting your energy there. I stopped weeks ago, finally, stop putting my energy into that and putting my energy into other things that's more productive for me and more productive throughout my time, that's actually pushing my life forward and actually benefiting me and benefiting the people around me in my inner circle. Manage your F's. You have only so many F's to go and use throughout your day. Use them wisely. Third and final point before I end this video, is Rich Cooper talks about red flags in dating. And men go through red flags, women go through red flags, and we have a tendency to ignore them because we're blinded by our emotions. In the beginning, especially, we're flooded with hormones, we're flooded with the love hormone, and we're in the honeymoon phase and we're dating. Typically, we won't see any kind of red flag because our emotions will blind us. It takes a couple of years to see any kind of red flags or anything that's concerning that's popping up. And I like how Rich Cooper goes into great detail about red flags and certain red flags that you should avoid. I'll just give you one, for example. Women with mental health problems. I've experienced it myself. It's not your job and it's not your concern to go save her. She needs to save herself. It's like, I've said it before in past videos, and it's not just for relationships, with friendships and family members too. It's not your job to save them. They got to save themselves, because they're not willing to put in the work for themselves. The work and their effort that you're going to make for them is meaningless if they're not going to put the energy and work for themselves. And it's same with dating. You want to bring a woman into your life that's going to be a complement to your life. And women generally with mental health problems, maybe it's viewed as an admirable thing to do, dating a woman who has a mental health problem. But it's not your responsibility to help her, and you can't really help her. She really needs to help herself. It's your job to build your life up. and you're spending all that energy in helping to fix someone who's not really willing to fix herself, where's all the energy for you? What about you? What about your time? What about your career? What about your purpose, your mission, your hobbies, your friendships, and how your time and energy is going to be to save her? And it works both ways, man. Women have no obligation either to go and save a guy who has mental health problems too. Right? We want to date someone who complements our life and who respects us. And who adds value to your life. And who's able, hopefully 99% of the time, is able to de-stress you from situations. A relationship or any kind of marriage or any kind of building a family should de-stress you. So if you're dating someone who just adds stress to your life, you're dating the wrong person. If you're dating someone who dating someone who de-stresses you, and you've had a long day of work, and you look forward to seeing your spouse at the end of the day, because they have this innate ability to de-stress you and to calm you down from a long day, and you enjoy their presence because they're relaxing, you're with the right person. So, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Go check it out on Amazon, The Unplugged Alpha by Rich Cooper. I think it's a fantastic read. I think it's, like I said, I think it's a must-read for all men. And I think it's lessons that men don't necessarily get told when they're young, and sometimes they only learn it when it's too late or when they're later in life. I'm very fortunate and grateful that I came across this content in my early 30s at a young age, and because we really don't get told this kind of information when we're young. This is not information that we get told, and it's very, very important. And I tell you, if this came across to me in my late teens, early 20s, I would have discarded it. Why? Because I thought it was, in my mind, I thought it might have been a little too disrespectful. Oh, you're so focused on putting yourself first. Well, build yourself up a little bit. Build yourself up, and then women will come to you. Women want a guy that they can respect, right? They want to be able to respect that man. And this information is all about building yourself up and making you into a respectable man that women want to come to you. It'll, like a moth to the flame. So check it out, The Unplugged Alpha on Amazon by Rich Cooper. And I will see you all in the next video. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. I'll see you later.